Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Motorsport Manager. We are back once again in the Asia Pacific Super Cup. And we're doing rather well. At the moment I've switched improvement over to a balance between performance and reliability because we're at the point where we don't really have too many issues. We've got a couple, sure, but it's getting better. It's getting to the point where it's rather good, so I would like to start cranking a bit on the performance of our parts, because most of our parts were like, yeah, we'll make this, we'll get plus 25 to max, make it better, make it awesome, but we haven't actually spent the points yet to do so. So at the moment we're gonna get about like 1.5 points per part every 2 days. We've got like 22 days left until the race, so we should be able to crank them up a little bit. You know, get ready for Vancouver. Prioritize those low-speed corners and whatnot. That's going to be good. We're still designing ourselves a new suspension because, well, we like building suspensions and we can crank that up reliability-wise. Our headquarters is still fairly ahead of the curve for the Asia Pacific Super Cup. We can actually see, like, Esprit has level 2 with 57 staff in total, whereas we've got 70. But the people with the best headquarters just by far are Boa Esperanza. They actually went up to the World Motorsport Championship for one league, and then they finished 10th, and then they fell right back down. Sucks to be them. They've got a level 3 factory. There's like 2 other teams that may have a level 3 factory or a level 3 design center. And there's also people with level 1 facilities still, which explains why they're in last. Yeah, there we go. Thornton has a level 3 design center. Boa Esperanza has a level 3 factory. But aside from that, like, we're on par with pretty much everyone else. Our facilities are better because, well, we have a bonus to pretty much every single part. And the helipad and the tour center. I'm hoping that the tour center starts earning us a bit more money the more fan base we get. You know, right now we've got a fan base of 2.1 million. It's going up because our performance is going up as well. Honestly, it's not bad. Our chassis isn't the worst, although it could be a lot better. I'm thinking we might spend a little bit more next season on the chassis, but not too much more. And I've also had a look at the merit payments. Right now we're on high merit payments. The WMC is actually on very high, so that's going to be annoying. But if we finish 4th in the Asia Pacific Cup this year, we should be able to expect like 26 million prize money, which is really good. I think 3rd is 27.75 million. So, you know, that's going to be one hell of a big difference. If we can get up there, I would love to. And right now, we are actually standing in 3rd with 3 more points over Thornton Motorsport. Looking pretty good. We are only 11 points behind Esprit, but then again, those 11 points are only awarded in the top 8, so if they keep finishing like podium, which we were close to, we were very close, but then Falco had to fix his stuff. We could have maybe nailed it, and that would have gotten us so many more points. The difference between 1st and 3rd is double the points, which is ridiculous. It's quite insane. Although I'm not sure if that takes into account the fastest lap penalty or not, or the fastest lap bonus. I'm not sure who got it. We'll have to go look, I guess. I don't know if you can. Like, who here has the fastest lap? Can't see. Can't tell. That's fine. It's not that important. Just, you know, interesting to have a look at and compare to these values. We'll probably keep an eye on that. Anyway, we're going to keep developing stuff for now. Design of the suspension will be finished in a few days. That will be good. It's pretty quiet with things to do today. Well, to be honest, nobody's bothering me, which is good, you know. I like my email to not be filled with spam. Looks like we're behind on the acceleration now. Even Ozu and Ruiz have been improving. But we're doing good with the low speed and high speed corners. The front and rear wing are looking very good. We're going to get rid of those parts. We're going to put in the suspension. Although it does get a boost of 50%, which is out of the bat a really good deal. I'm happy with that. Falco's parts are looking better. Still 60 on the brakes, that's a bit iffy. But it's looking better. We should be able to improve those parts a little bit. Get some extra reliability in their performance and whatnot. It'll be looking pretty good for the race. There we go. There's some races that we have to simulate. Advice on love. Didn't I... Dude. We've been over this before. Man, how do you remarry when you've already married? You know what? Follow your heart, buddy. I'm gonna see if that stacks the trace or not. Nope. Alright. So apparently he wasn't happy with his previous spouse or whatever. I'm not gonna have him feeling blue. That's gonna give him like -1 to everything, and that sucks. So yeah, that happened again. Carter Costa, hated by own mechanics. It's great that we have a wind tunnel, but can we upgrade it? Sure, if you give me the money. Speaking of money, we're now secure in our job. We could potentially request Chairman Happiness to go down in order for like 2 more million monies. I don't think that's a good idea, not now. It would be a very bad idea, in fact. We'll have to see, though. Staff looking pretty good. Second. We're 4th for drivers. HQ now 2nd for some reason. You know, I don't mind. Just double check. Yeah, we didn't have any new parts getting developed. What's on the list for Yokohama? Brakes and more suspension. I'm gonna go with brakes. 25 to max. Ugh. This is terrible, frankly. I don't want to make an illegal brake yet. Not yet. What I'll do is we'll go for the +10 deceleration, +10 reliability. Get a tiny smidge more in performance. I don't want to get like +50 reliability at the cost of +35 red zone. I don't want to gain reliability at the cost of deceleration, and I don't want to have a risky part. There's some terrible like layouts for part development this year. Good God, that's not cool. And we'll stop improving those brakes. We'll throw a bit more love into these parts. Although we, you know what? We'll kick the front wing out. Front wing's probably gonna be okay now. But I do want to make sure that we got a bit more attention going into the suspension and the gearbox, especially the gearbox. I think the other things will be fine, but that suspension needs to be ace. Now we're gonna go and simulate some more races. As tends to happen. WMC, ERS. Vancouver preview roundup. Don't really care. Reporting the upcoming race. 31 laps, 40% chance of rain. Favors the gearbox, so we're gonna suffer quite a bit. That's okay. I'm just trying to improve. Speaking of improve, you're probably good now. We'll chuck a bit more love on that rear wing that Falco has. Like anything else that really needs it. We're gonna kick out one of the suspensions, probably the one that Falco has. Sorry, Sergio, but you know, gotta be a bit fair to both my drivers here. A little bit fair to both of them. We'll put a tiny bit into the gearbox that Falco has, just to make sure he gets a bit more love. Right, here we go. We'll go and fit the suspension to him. Yeah, that'll be good. Just having a quick check here, that will be good. You're now unhappy. You're content. Cars are slowly looking a little bit better, but still quite dramatic. Still quite dramatic indeed. Ugh. It's a good thing we have such good drivers. And we'll go for a Luxina again. Starting to get the costs down a little bit. So that's good. I'm hoping that we can actually qualify as 12th this time. I'm pretty certain that the AI itself is doing better at the mechanic than I and just screwing me for no reason. Still don't like that mechanic, for the record. Pointless busy work that penalizes you when you don't do it well. Oh well. Would be nice if, you know, it didn't have so much money riding on it. At least. That would be cool. Right, we're gonna get our drivers out again. And this time I'm gonna try to... see, you can't set the trim here. Oh, we've got ultra softs. Those are a thing now. But you can't set the trim that we're setting them out to practice on, which is really annoying. I want my guys to be driving, you know, race trim primarily. But no, we can't set that here. We are going to have to set that in the pit itself, and that's going to have to cost us 10 seconds. And why would you ever do something so ridiculously dumb like that? Rant over. For now, anyway. Just going to leave the rest as is. We're going to drive on the super soft. We'll try to get some ultra soft representation in there at some point. Take practice. Yep. Immediately just get shafted by the fact that people don't want to drive on the race trim. That's great, game. You know what? I'll drive you out on the qualifying trim. If you're going to play rough like that. This is the first time we're actually using the Ultra Softs. And it happens to be in Canada land. Well, we're getting a lot of super soft knowledge, although not too surprising. I'll have them do one more lap. And we'll bring them in. I feel like we should be able to get that tire knowledge unlocked fairly quickly. Which is good. It only took us like 2 minutes to get that, wow. Okay. That's going to help with qualifying. You'll probably want a bit less downforce? Or would you want a bit more? We'll go for more, I guess. You want less speed balance, obviously. Keep driving on those for now. You will probably want a bit more downforce as well. Shorter gear ratios? Higher acceleration? I have no idea. Keep driving on the trims, that's alright. We'll have them do another 2 laps, I think. Because the laps here seem fairly short. They do seem fairly short, and the sooner we can get those super softs nailed, the faster we can switch to the ultra softs. I'm gonna have to drive both on the super softs probably, so that we can actually. I'm pretty sure it's gonna have to be a 2-pit strat. It's kind of annoying, but okay. There's level 2 knowledge. Got level 1 qualifying. Looks like we do enjoy the downforce here. That's good. I'm gonna try to take you down a little bit. You know, back it up a little smidge. I'm not sure what you want acceleration-wise, or rather handling-wise. Maybe a bit more? We'll try that. Sure. As for Falco, you didn't like the decrease in downforce. Or rather, I'm not sure, actually. We'll throw it up to 19.5. If that's enough, then that should be good. You want less handling. We'll put it like that. Speed balance should be good. Just keep driving it. We'll get him to do 2 more laps. That will nail the super softs. I would like to nail the race trim this time. That would be good. You're going to come in again. That's going to be super softs and nailed down. That's good. And I think we can get the ultras nailed as well. That's surprising. I don't mind, don't get me wrong. It's just a bit surprising. Okay, Falco's sorted. 98. Alright. Good. Good. I'm gonna have you continue on the qualifying trim for now. I'll have you do 1 lap. That might be enough to get it to level 2. After which I will switch him out. You do want a bit more downforce, okay. We can do that. Although you don't... Oh yeah, we found your handling spot. Let's put you back there, that should be okay-ish. Very complicated, I realize. Yeah, we'll go put you up to 26. We'll just leave the rest as is. Gotta mess with everything now. Can't say I'm well suited to that. Have you do 1 quick lap. We're gonna have Sergio just race for now. Get some race trim knowledge up. We've got qualifying 2 now. I like it. We're gonna switch Falco over to race trim, however. Just because I want to have that in the bag. And then we'll see them race. It will be good. We'll get the ultras going. You know, that's going to help us with the qualifying at the very least. I'm not sure. It's pretty cold here, actually. But that might suit the ultras pretty well. Now, we do have a 40% chance of rain. We have not had any any races that were rainy yet, which is worrying slightly. Okay. It appears this track is very well suited to knowledge gathering. Okay. I'm sorry for doubting. Oh, for God's sake, guys, there's a pit stop right there. You're supposed to take it. Eesh. Yeah, that's race trim level 3. Okay. That's ultras level 2. Let's see what we can get, I guess. Great, yeah. We've basically nailed the setup knowledge. Try to scoot you down a little tiny bit. Get you on over there, and that'll do. Go forth, friends. Try to get me race trim level, qualifying trim level 3. That would be ridiculous. I wouldn't mind, but it would be a bit ridiculous. The amount of knowledge we're getting on the circuit is unreal. Look at that. We filled that up in less than a minute. Less than a minute. Okay. Sure. Works for me. Unfortunately, we didn't do very well in the practice session, but that's okay. Because we don't care. Set them up to boost, however. Just, you know, make sure they know. 12 and 15, okay. If we keep this up, we might be able to reasonably get some extra money for once. I mean, hell. 4 times level 3 knowledge. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Couldn't really go better. Couldn't really go better if we tried. That must be some tiny boats to be able to sail there. Either way. No! Why would you ever auto-pick that, you silly gooses? Looks like we're gonna have ourselves a good qualifying session. Hehe. Yep, we nailed him. 99. Good stuff. So, yeah, please stay dry. That would be nice. Like, we've got the knowledge, we've got the setup. And now there's one thing I would like to ask you, dear viewer. Would you be okay with me possibly cutting practice and qualifying in order to squeeze in more races? And therefore being able to get us to the end of the season much faster? Because this is all repetitive busy work. But it's our repetitive busy work. I don't know if you want to see this. It's probably going to contain a lot of complaining about this dumb mechanic that we're currently tackling. Or I don't know, would you rather... Oh. Not great, okay. So would you rather see the practice and the qualifying, or would you rather just me have me go through the races and the in-between time? That would possibly allow me to squeeze in 2 races again every episode. You know, we'd be able to get through the APS faster, we'd be able to get to the WMC faster. We'd be able to get a little more stuff done, that is for sure. Our times are pretty abysmal so far. As people qualify, we of course drop down once again. Just because we happen to be the first people out there doesn't mean we're the best. Even though the game's like, oh yeah, you finished first. It's a lie. It's a filthy lie, I tell you. Oh. Well, we pretty much copied the AI there, so... I don't know. Oh, looks like we currently have our sponsorship objective, however. If we can improve our time, that would be good. That would be very appreciated. Falco did improve his time a little bit. Yeah, look at that! Valdez! Wow, okay. We're guaranteed money at this point. I like it. Now the Ultras have the highest cliff performance drop-off, so that's going to be around 25%. So we got to keep that in mind if we do decide to bring out the Ultras for the actual race itself. You know, just keep that in mind. I'm trying to get Valdez a perfect. That would be good. There we go. Oh, no, never mind. Again, we're mirroring the AI basically perfectly. I'm wondering why I even bother at this point. Oh well. We did get pushed down to 11th. Ugh, we don't have a lot of margin anymore. We did not manage to improve. Ouch. But that's okay. We've got a good gap with Cavalcanti. So it's looking like we might actually get the full sponsorship money that we'd have gotten in the ERS. I am so happy I decided to stay there for one more season. Here's the thing. I'm gonna put you on those tires. We can afford to shred them. They were only practice tires anyway. Yeah, it's looking good. Right, let's try to... Nope. Okay. AI is actually better at this than I am. Because it's a ridiculously dumb mechanic that's still poorly explained in this game. You know. Why bother explaining a thing correctly? When you could just throw it at the player and watch them cry as their money goes away. I mean, we got the money. That's all I want. We still do pretty abysmal. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not happy with this. Oh well, we got paid. Getting more money is good. It means we lose less, and therefore we can spend more on parts, which means we get better, and, you know, snowball. And here is the actual race itself in Vancouver. Yep. Valdez. Which of the 4 awesome knowledges will we give you? Well, obviously race trim. As for Falco, he's got the risk taker now, yeah. Falco is gonna run on the Ultras. We've got 31 laps in total. And, well, we're looking pretty good. The Ultras will only last about 9 laps on average. So we'd have to do 3 pit stops, which we can do ridiculously fast. And then for the last stint, we'll probably go on to the super softs. Like, yeah, you can make 2 pit stops happen with the super softs, but we might be able to run that. You know, we'll try the different strats. So to that effect, since you do have the fast refuel perk, get you down to 10 laps of fuel, roughly. That's gonna save us 15 times 0.163. That's gonna save us well over 2 seconds per lap. Times 15 laps. That's gonna save us a whole 30 seconds. I'm just gonna say that. That saves us like 30 seconds. Minus what it will take to refuel, granted. But we have the fast refueling perk. It only takes us half as fast, so like 25 seconds instead of 30. So, you know, ridiculous gains! It will be wonderful. Not looking good? That's looking pretty good, yeah. We'll go do that. Valdez. I think I'll run you endurance. Get you on 13 laps of fuel. That'll be good. And then make sure to give you more knowledge. Tire change is 50% faster. Yeah, we'll do that. Actually, you're only going to be changing tires twice. I'm going to have you just get the performance from them. And driver strategy, just keep you guys on neutral. It's a lie. I want you to have burn faster. There we go. Valdez in 12. Not bad. Seems there's a fairly healthy mix between people driving on Ultras and Supers. Alright. Let's hope people crash and it's not us. Valdez is doing really well. Look at that. He's already in 9th. Falco, however, not doing nearly as well in 20th at the moment. Ugh. Yeah, we didn't get the fastest lap, but that's okay. People are going to have faster laps anyway. Look at that, though. Dueling with Shaw. Oh, look, there's a very nice stretch here where we're going to be able to boost. That'll be nice. I mean, it's no banana, but, you know, still pretty good. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. Valdez continuing to hold on to 9th. Laura Ingledew has crashed. Wah wah. That's 1 out. 4 to go. You know, that would be nice. We're gonna have Falco conserve now. I actually had him burn a bit more than I'd like. And he's still at the back of the pack, despite being one of the lightest cars around, probably. Yikes. Maybe you run on low fuel, actually, to compensate for the fact that I hecked up a little bit. Have you burn. Have you boost as well. Overtake one person. Get two of them, actually. There goes Batista. And Ebony Tyler just flew out of a corner. That's 2 down. Not that I really care about them. But it's nice to see, you know. I'd love to see people that are actually leading crash. Like, oh, I don't know. Although, to be fair, Tyler wasn't exactly up there, never mind. Do we boost anyone? We can see Valdez, he's currently driving in 10th. Not bad, you know, hanging on really well. We definitely had Falco burn too much fuel. Although the tires do seem to be lasting relatively well. I'm happy with that. I kind of underloaded their fuel, I guess. Falco being overtaken here, that's fine. On the outside of the corners there, not very good positioning there. The Ultras are lasting a lot longer than I expected, which is good, but the fuel isn't, and that is bad. I'm gonna have them conserve as much as possible. Falco will have to pit next lap. I'll have them boost. Falco might be able to stretch it. Yeah, we're gonna run the risk that he might be able to stretch it. You're gonna pit, you're gonna grab fuel, you're gonna grab 12 laps of fuel. It's only gonna take us 9 seconds. Valdez, yeah, I loaded up way too little fuel on these guys, that's gonna suck. Correction, Falco is not gonna be able to stretch it. He's out of fuel right now. Ouch. Okay, fast pit stop, buddy. Come on. Come on. No, they're overtaking. Aww. That's okay. Yeah, the tires seem to be lasting way longer than expected. Like, your average life was like 13? Dude. We're gonna have to pit Valdez now, however. We'll change his tires over. Yeah. Estimated 11 to 13. You're lying to me. We'll get you 15 laps of fuel. I don't trust you. I don't. This game has given me enough reason to not ever trust them when they say, oh yeah, you only need to last that. We get a pass going into the pit, apparently. Great refuel, good. Well, you know, great by definition, but okay. So we got one of the very first pit stops. And now people are starting to go in. I mean, we're not going to be able to overtake them, but we should be able to close the gap a fair amount. Yeah. A lot of people are still driving without having a pit stop. Although Krantz is now in the lead with 1. Like, I knew this was probably not going to be a great race, but Jesus Christ. We're not doing well at all right now. Valdez coming up on the straights, go for a boost. Falco as well, go for a boost. Servo tires a little bit, Falco. They're starting to slowly heat up. We'll try to keep him in the great zone, you know. Try to keep him cool. We're now in 12th and 11th. Not bad, but we're still not driving for points here. I'm gonna have Valdez conserve fuel. In fact, I'll have Falco conserve as well. Either my math is off, or everyone is very fuel efficient this race. This is weird. I mean, I don't mind. Means we do a lot better. Just surprised, that's all. Any rain yet? Nope. It's dry in Canada land. Ooh. I think Batista just bumped someone. Or he's got something else going on. Either way, he's not going to be a problem. Oh no. Oh, it's fine. Falco has overtaken Floridi. Okay, we're now driving 8 and 7. It's looking better. It's looking a lot better. Falco will need one more pit, but that is it. Same for Valdez, actually. Yeah, there's a bit of dueling going on here. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, we're not doing too well this race. Although, I say that, we're driving 8 and 7. I'm gonna have Falco going for a pit next. Get enough fuel to finish the race. Fast pit, only 7 seconds. I like it. We are adding 8 laps. It's only 3 seconds, which is ridiculous. Valdez in front. Yeah, we'll stretch him for one more lap. And then we'll just bring him in. Okay, yeah. Just did a bit of contemplating. That is gonna suck. But we will fix it. That's the only issue he will have. It only takes 12 seconds. Yeah, it was early enough, so that's okay. You're gonna pit. That should get you enough fuel. That'll be that. Fixes are all good. Out of the pit again. Into 12. Not bad. Only lost 3 spots. Batista just retired with mechanical issues. Okay. Too bad you weren't driving in front of us. Valdez going in for a pit now. I think a lot of people actually might have been running a 1 pit strategy, which, according to the math, that shouldn't have been possible, but apparently Boogaloo happened or something. Apparently Boogaloo happened. It's the only way I can describe it adequately. Boogaloo. Yep. I don't know either. Ooh, very cheeky there. He tried to overtake with the blue flag. Very cheeky, sir. Valdez driving in 10th right now, overtaking Zarate. Yeah, very weird, like, things going on here. Very weird. Not sure why the tires are so lenient, but apparently they are. My strategy didn't exactly work out. Boost Falco now. Come on, Falco. Nah. Zarate was boosting as well. Go off the high burn. Valdez is going to boost any second now. As soon as he gets to the straight. Yeah, boost now. That should be enough for him to overtake. Or not, you know. That's cool too. Austin Zarate just retired. Okay. AI is playing in fast and loose. I get it. I get it. 9 and 10. It's not bad. Krantz just had to go for a pit. And yes, we can take advantage of that. 9 and 8. Final lap. I think that means we're 9 and 8. Not bad overall. Yeah, there we go. Race finished. Honestly, not very good, but we got the money. Hopefully we'll get into... No, we're gonna be... Never mind. All the people in front of us will get points. Because we finished 8 and 9, so only Valdez is going to get 1 point. I don't like this point system. It can piss off. It really penalizes the teams that don't finish up top. It's a high merit club. Basically, it's a giant circle jerk. Not very enjoyable or competitive. It's a rich get richer scheme. Oh well. Again, nobody's using any illegal parts. Valdez dropping down to 9th. My god, we're down to 5th immediately. Ouch. That sucked. That was atrocious, frankly. Not much good to say about it. The tires apparently just didn't want to wear down. We came 6th? Holy crap! Jesus Christ. Chairman ain't happy. Marketability is going down the drain really quickly. Good lord. I mean, we got money, I guess, but... bloody hell, that's not good. That's very bad. We can't have much more of that. Interview. Falco. You need to shut up. Why do you always bash me? Why do my drivers always bash me? I'm trying my bloody best here, but no, they can't seem to realize that. If perhaps they once took the decision to shut up, we might be doing a bit better. But no, madam doesn't realize that. Okay. Chuck out the parts. We're going to improve brakes. Don't want to do that suspension. Next up, Yokohama. We'll build a new suspension. Plus 10. Plus 40. Nice. 8 days before the race. Good. We're going to improve that suspension, that rear wing, and that front wing. Get a bit more focus on reliability this time. I do still want the performance, but we just don't have the team for that, ironically enough. We're getting to the point where we've got so much boosting going on over here that reliability is going to be an issue. Upcoming vote. Derp! Wondering if you're interested in voting in favor of normal width slick tires in the next vote. I can make it worth your while, if you know what I mean. Hideki! Interesting. Normal width slick tires for next season. We're currently using... I think it was... It must be the normal, must be the low profile tires then. Don't look phenomenal. Fastest tires round. Cheapest at 15,000 per race. And now you want normal width slick tires. I mean, you can have my support. That's fine. I want money. That's fine with me, you know. Ooh, one more race and we'll have 2 more sponsor slots open up. You know what that means? Money. And I do like me some money. In fact, I do like it a fair bit. We're not going to upgrade the HQ any further. It's already enough of a cash drain at this point. We don't need any more cash drains, really. That would be really bad. Improve parts. How are we looking? 71, 68, 68. We'll focus on the brakes a little bit. Now, we'll chuck a bit more love at the performance team. Until we get the part finished. Then we'll chuck everything onto that. Oh lord. How does it... We have another 15 days? Holy crap. It doesn't feel like it, but okay. Feels like time has been flying. And we had like a month in between or something instead of the usual 3 weeks. Well, I don't mind. It gives me more chance to get the car up to snuff. There we go. There's suspension finished. Change to the type of tire used. GMA insiders are essentially expecting the vote to come down to money. Richer teams will want higher performance tires to make the most of their cars, where smaller teams will always want to save the money. I mean, that would benefit us next season, probably. High-speed corners, looking at 5th. Low-speed corners, looking at 6th. Overall, we are still in 9. Our brakes are terrible. Our acceleration is terrible. Suspension will be better soon. Brakes, done. Good. Part list. Suspension, get it. Reliability. That should be good. That should be way more than good. I'm glad that the performance is finally starting to kick up a little bit for some of our parts. We need it. Financial management. I know. Got it. I know we're going broke. Trust me, I realize it. We've got sponsors upcoming, it's fine. A new vote. I've been bribed to vote in favor. I'm going to do in the middle of a vote. Even though it wouldn't normally benefit me. I like money. And it's going to benefit me next season. So, you know, I spent the minimum 1 vote. Got my money. Did the thing. You know, I did my obligation. I am honorable. Very honorable. Any scouting to be done, in fact? I'm not sure. Oh. You're okay, actually. But, yeah. Kind of wish you could just automate scouting at this point. Like, I have more important things to worry about. Like the race upcoming in 1 day. Speaking of, let's build us something for the next race in Dubai. I think we need an epic rear wing. 25. You know what? If we take this, go for a slightly illegal one, we'll be able to get up to 547. I like the sound of that. I really do. We need to start taking some risks here. Because everyone's too boring, frankly. Nobody's doing anything illegal. After this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 races coming up in total still. Including the one tomorrow. 7 times 2, that's going to be 14 million. We can maybe make it if I request additional funds. But then we need to start doing better. To get the chairman happiness, otherwise I might get fired. I don't want to get fired. But that is going to be it for this episode of Motorsport Manager. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and perhaps a comment down below. Make sure to let me know whether you want to see the practice and qualifying cutout or do you want to watch it, because it's interesting to you. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will catch you all next time. Until then, have a good one, folks.